YouTube and Snapchat and Rumblers. Welcome back to another Tommy Sneakerhead review. Well, last week's review of the Jordan 1 Lost and Found was quite a success. I've been getting a lot of good feedback on it, so I'm back with another big one today. So today's review is going to be the Jordan 11 Cherry, or otherwise known as the Jordan 11 Varsity Red. This sneaker drops on Saturday, the 10th at around 10 a.m. I got it early. Funny story. About a week before Thanksgiving, Nike did a shock drop on the Sneakers app. And honestly, I always catch an L whenever they do that. And I just happened to be in the right place, right time. I was sitting at my desk and the alert went off and I saw Nike was doing a shock drop. And I said, what the hell? So I hit the button and I put my information in and I actually won a purchase. I didn't win. I was able to buy one pair of sneakers. So I haven't bought a pair of sneakers on the Nike app, on the Sneakers app, and I can't tell you how long. Every time they're always sold out. And the shock drop went quick. I don't know how many pairs they dropped that day, but I was fortunate enough to actually get a pair at retail. These will be retailing on Saturday for $225, and I promise you they will sell out. So good luck trying to grab a pair of these on Saturday. And simultaneously, they'll also drop on the other sneaker sites: Foot Action, Foot Locker, East Bay, Champs, Finish Line, whatever. But like I said, these are going to sell out quickly. Now, this isn't the quintessential Jordan drop of the year. This isn't the mega drop of the year. The mega drop of the year was definitely by far the Lost and Found, which, I got that aftermarket. But like I said, I was actually happy to get these for retail price. I can't remember the last time I was able to do that. So without further ado, let's take a look at this shoe, shall we? Now, the Jordan 11 is one of my top three Jordans out there. My three favorite pairs of Jordans are, out of all of them, the Jordan 1, obviously, because it's just a clean, classic look, which you could wear that with pretty much anything. The Jordan 11, because that's like the Cadillac of Jordans, which I'll explain why. And the Jordan 5. And the Jordan 5, really, it's because it's a nostalgia thing for me. My first actual pair of Jordans as a kid were the Fire Red 5s, which I actually have right here. But it's not the original pair. I obviously got a redrop. But so I'm a nostalgic fan of the 5s. And the most comfortable pair of Jordans, in my humble opinion, is the 12. Not my favorite pair, but by far the most comfortable Jordan out there. But the 11 is one of my top favorite pairs. Now, what makes this special is Jordan only drops a high top 11 once a year, and it's always around the holidays. And they've been doing it for the last 5-6 years, I think. I mean, they started with the Concord 11s, which I have those. The Bread, the anniversary edition, the Cool Grays, I think, were last year, and this year is the Cherry Red highs, also known as the Varsity Red. Now, on the internet, they're calling these the Cherry Red, and the reason for that is because it's a riff on a low-top Jordan that they had, I think, back in 2001 called the Cherry Low. And typically, low-top Jordans usually have a full leather upper. This is the classic Jordan 11 high-top construction. You got that ballistic nylon upper here with the ballistic nylon tongue. You got a leather wrap around on the back. This has a red Jumpman on it as opposed to a black one. Then you have your screen printed 23 on the heel. You got the translucent outsole, which this outsole is a little different than, say, the Concords, because lately what I've noticed they've been doing on the high tops, or whenever they put a translucent outsole on a Jordan 11, is they're using a different type of outsole. It's actually got a bluish hue to it. Prior to that, it was just more of a clear ice or like a frosted ice kind of hue, and those tend to yellow on you. And it's nothing you can really do about it. It's a natural patina. I don't know what it is. Some people like that. They look for that. They like it. Me personally, drives me crazy. I'm the fanatic that like cleans the bottom of their shoes with with a magic eraser. So I always like my sneakers to look like they just came out of a box. I mean, I have shoes that, like, probably 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, and people go, well, are those new? I'm like, no, I'm just nuts. So, like I said, typical Jordan 11 construction, ballistic upper, leather wraparound. Of course, you got the classic, the iconic patent leather midguard, white midsole, translucent outsole, and then, of course, in the bottom, you have the carbon fiber shank plate, which is done in red and black, as you can see, and then you have the red inserts on the bottom for your traction pads. Fun fact about these: this is supposed to emulate the paw print of a panther. When Tinker Hatfield designed this shoe, he wanted a little nod to one of Jordan's nicknames. They called him the Black Cat, so Black Cat, Black Panther. So he wanted the traction pads to kind of resemble the padding of a panther's paw print. So there you go. There's a little useless sneakerhead fun fact for you. So like I said, this they only drop Jordan 1 highs once a year during the holidays. You could buy Jordan 11 lows a couple times a year. They'll have a couple different drops for those, but the high tops only come out once a year. And it's always around the holidays. And I personally look forward to that. I always love to buy. These will not come out of the box aside from this review or hit my feet until New Year's Eve. I always like to start the new year off with a brand new pair of kicks. It's either Jordans or Timberlands, but for the last couple of years, it's been the Jordan 11. And like I said, this is the Cadillac of Jordans. You could wear this shoe with just about anything. I mean, you could dress it up, you could dress it down. Shit, you could wear this with a tuxedo. I'm not making that up. People actually have done that. The shoe itself is actually designed to be worn both ways with slacks. Now, typically with high tops, you always want to stack your jeans on top. I always do, but however, with this one, if you want to wear your pants or your jeans over it, it's okay. That's why they have that Jordan branding on the mid tongue. By the way, there's a reason why it's not usually Jordan branding is up on the top. Like I said, these shoes are designed to be a little bit more versatile. They're a little dressier, and like I said, if you are wearing this with like a pair of slacks or even a tuxedo, which is common with weddings and prom, make sure you just tailor the pants, have a nice taper to it, so it either doesn't fall completely over the shoe or just sits nicely on top. You can wear this with just about anything: regular jeans, black, khakis, whatever makes you happy. Just a classic, clean looking shoe. I just, I just have a thing for red sneakers. Shit, I have, and of all the sneakers I have, the majority of them have that classic Chicago Bulls colorway to them, either red and black or red and white. This is just a very simple shoe. You don't have to do a lot to it. You could just wear this with just muted colors and just make the shoe pop. One thing I always notice with all these sneaker reviews is they only talk about the shoe. Now, every sneakerhead has the same affliction. We always like to match our lids with our kicks. If you're going casual, and I'm a hat guy too. So when I picked these up, I happened to pick up a coordinating lid. Now, I'm a new era kind of guy. Sometimes I'll buy Mitchell & Ness, but these hat companies aren't stupid. They know when these sneaker companies are doing these big drops, and they always try to put a hat out there, on the down low, that's gonna kind of go with your footwear. And if you're wondering where you could pick up coordinating stuff, go to sneakerfits.com or just throw sneakerfits in your Google search. And sneakerfits is a website that actually pulls together different items that'll pair with certain drops. And it'll even link to the actual websites where you can buy them. You can go to it'll show you like a hoodie, for example. You click on the hoodie, it'll bring you to Champs, it'll bring you to New Era, it'll bring you to Lids or something like that, which I think is pretty neat. So if you needed some ideas, there you go. But I went with this monochromatic red Chicago Bulls hat. Listen, my basketball teams are the Bulls. The Nets and the Knicks. I'm a New York guy. I'm a nostalgic fan of the Bulls because I grew up watching that. Who the hell wasn't a Bulls fan back then? But, so I figured, and I have a lot of Bulls hats, a lot of Bulls swag. because it matches most of my sneakers. So I figured Chicago Bulls colorway, Chicago Bulls hat. You see where I'm going with this. So this is a monochromatic red fit. And if you look, the varsity red colorway on the shoe pairs perfectly with this hat. So, just a little thing I've noticed with sneaker reviews. No one ever talks about the hat. You could pick this hat up at Lids, New Era, Fanatics. It's all the same company now, so go nuts. But like I said, these shoes are going to sell out. So here's a little pro tip for you. If you don't want to wait till Saturday, if you don't think you're going to get a chance to cop these, go on StockX. Right now, these shoes are currently trading at between $279 and $302, which isn't that bad considering the retail is $225. So here's typically my and I'm a reseller on StockX. So you're getting this straight from the horse's mouth. I probably shouldn't even tell you, but if you're my fans, if you're subscribing and liking the channel, why not give you some inside dirt? Hey, share the wealth, right? So here's what you do. Right before the shoe drops, there's usually a little downtick in the price on StockX. Okay, so you got to watch. It's like watching the friggin' stock market. So what I would suggest you do is put your bid in. All right. If you put your bid in like between 270 and 279, or even if you really want to gild the lily and go like 268, some kind of weird number like that, go in, throw your bid in at like one of those numbers. Chances are before Friday, the shoe was, because people will still try to cop this at retail because they want to save a couple of bucks, the seller's fees and all that other shit. So put your bid in between like 268, 272, something like that, and you'll probably end up getting the shoe before it drops on Nike, and you'll get it at a slightly cheaper price than the resale. My guess is by Saturday afternoon, after this sells out on all the retail sites, this shoe is probably going to be somewhere between $325, $350, maybe even $375. So if you put your bid in early, you got to time it right. You know what I'm saying? So I would say put it in now, tonight, today, tomorrow, before Friday. Put it in, kind of low ball it like that. And chances are somebody will probably panic sell you a pair. And there you go. You'll be getting it a little bit above retail, but below what the resale value is going to become Saturday afternoon. So you'll save a couple of bucks that way if you look at it like that. Just a little pro tip. I mean, if you want to try to roll the dice and see if you get it at retail, good luck to you. But that's just my 2 cents. I would not try to buy this shoe on Saturday afternoon on StockX or any other resale sites. I know there's a couple of them. StockX usually has the better pricing, I think, and they have better authentication procedures. So, you're not going to end up with a Fugazi pair. But I would not buy this Saturday afternoon or Sunday or right immediately after the retail sites sell out, because you're gonna get hosed. You're gonna get beat over the head. The prices are gonna skyrocket. So if you don't grab one before Saturday and you don't get it on retail, wait like a week or two, maybe even after Christmas. I know. And see if you can cop a pair at a decent price. But these definitely will sell out. The high top 11s always do, because it's a once-a-year drop. You never get high top 11s at any other point throughout the year except for the holidays. It's a Jordan tradition. And like I said, I just like the colorway on this. Just clean, red and white, very simple. Nothing outlandish. Anyway, that's been your Sneakerhead review on the Jordan 11 Cherry or Jordan 11 Varsity or whatever the hell you want to call it. So good luck if you're looking to cop a pair of these, and I'll see you on the next review.